Okay guys, welcome back to our weekly forecast at Chinex FX. My name is Codex and I'm going to be taking you guys on the weekly forecast for the week. Before we go in, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also turn on the notification so that you can get updates whenever we drop up forecasts. For all those of us that are not yet part of our Telegram group where we have our weekly webinars, please do well to join and also join us for our weekly webinars where we share insights on forex trading and lots more. Okay, down to our weekly forecast for the week. We are going to be starting with GBPUSD on daily time frame. So let's dive in. Okay guys, yeah, GBPUSD for last week we had a lot of bullish movements, which means GBPUSD was moving more to the upside after the news on Friday. So we're expecting it broke out of our resistance, which is this zone, and then it broke out of another one, which is this zone. So what we're expecting at GBPUSD is a drop from next week, a drop to this first zone or the second zone, which is going to turn it into a support. It's going to turn that resistance zone into a support. So that's what we're expecting. So we're expecting a little drop on the daily time frame and then more of bullish movement to continue its upward movement. Let's go down to the 4 hours time frame and see what we're expecting to happen. Okay guys, so on the 4 hours time frame, this is what is going on. If you look carefully at this zone, you discover that price broke out of this trend line downwards and then it has retested 1, 2, and this is on the third retest. It broke out again to the upside. So we're expecting it to come down to retest that trend line, at the same time retest this zone. So we're expecting it to retest this zone and also this trend line right here where I marked out. So we're expecting a drop on the 4 hours time frame. We're expecting a drop in GBPUSD and to continue its upward movement. So that drop should move either to this point where we have this zone or down to this zone where I marked out. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. Remember, we're doing a top-down analysis. So on the 1 hour time frame, I'll just zoom in here. We're not expecting anything different, just a more magnified view of the 4 hours time frame. So we're expecting a drop to this zone right here. Where I marked out, and then more of bullish movement. So for next week on GBPUSD, we'll be expecting a little drop and then more of bullish movement. Guys, on gold XAUUSD, as you can see on the daily time frame, it has broken out of its all-time high, and then we're looking at two different scenarios right here. We're looking at a continuation to the upside if it comes down to retest. That's if it closes above this zone and then comes back to retest that zone. We're looking at that zone turning into a support and then the continuation of price to the upside. On the other hand, if it closes below this zone, we're expecting a retest of this zone. So we'll be expecting a retest of this zone and then continuation to the uphand. So whichever way, we are still expecting price to continue to the upside on XAUUSD on the daily time frame. So let's go down to the 4 hours time frame and see what we're expecting to happen. So right here on the 4 hours time frame, you can see that it's not very different from our daily time frame. It's not very different, as you can see. This is a resistance that price has been respecting for a while before it broke out. So we're expecting price to come down to retest this particular zone right here and then continue to the upside. On the other hand, if it closes above this zone, we're expecting it to retest the zone and then continue to the upside. So let's go down to the 1 hour time frame and see what we're expecting. So guys, right here on the 1 hour time frame on XAUUSD, so let's see. So price has respected this zone for a while before breaking out. This particular zone right here for a while. As you can see, it has respected it for a while before breaking out. So we're expecting price to come down to this zone again. This zone right here. So we're expecting price to come down to this zone right here before continuing to the upside. So what we're expecting should be something like this. Should be a drop to this zone and then movement to the upside. So that's just it for the weekly forecast for XAUUSD. So guys, thank you so much for joining us on this week's forecast, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also do well to join our Telegram channel. The link will be dropped in the description of the video. Please do well to join and also take part in our weekly webinars, of which we do much of clarification and insight on forex trading. See you next week, same time, same station.